Simply amazing. We are live. I'm live. Yes, I am. I'm very alive. It has been an amazing venture this evening. Today, actually, it's been absolutely amazing. And we're happy with the way things went. Kind of tired because how they went has been a very, very, very busy day. But we're at the end, and that is a good thing. But my family and friends, you know, few days here. Hey, Knockout. A few days ago, we went through a whole lot of bad things. We went through about, let's see, we went through about 4 days with no electricity. We went through about 7 days with no water. And even though now we do have water, we can't really use it for much. Can't use it for drinking because they haven't given the burn water switch or horn or signal or whatever to tell us that everything's good. Because in order to declare when water gets turned back on and they say that they believe that there are things that have developed in the pipeline since it was last under pressure, then they have to go to all the different areas in all the different surroundings in your area, and they have to take water samples. And then once they take water samples, then they go back and have them tested and looking for Guardia and all of those other diseases that I can't name because I don't remember. But I do remember Guardia because that's a big one. And check it to see if there's anything like that in the lines. Now they do that from the fire hydrants in your area, and for some cities that could be hundreds of places. Just like there are hundreds of subdivisions. Well, they go to a hydrant in each one of those subdivisions, and then they take them all back the samples, and then they test them for the diseases that could make you sick, that can kill you, stuff like that. And then once the place that they take them to test them, if they come out with not seeing anything, then they declare that the burn water ban is lifted. Well, we're not there yet. They've gone and taken the test samples, but they've taken them to the labs to have them tested, but they haven't released anything yet. Hey, Carlos, what's going on? How are you, man? Are you feeling okay? I heard you weren't feeling very well today, so I hope everything turns out well for you, man. I really do. I really hope everything turns out. But so after going through all of that, it kind of gives you a different perspective on things. Like one of the things that I used to, okay, time to go, what? Time to go take a shower. Okay, and that's all well and good. Time to go take a shower. But when you don't have water for 7 days, a hot shower becomes everything. Literally everything. So I got to take my first hot shower because we went down to the gym and took a shower there before I went back to work once the roads and all of the one moment. Excuse me there, I had to sneeze. But once the ice cleared out of the area and I had to go back to work, we went down to the gym to both of us to take a shower. And that was nice. Oh goodness. I just sat there for a second and just luxuriated. And I truly mean that. It is a luxury under the hot water. Well, a couple of days later, we had water on again. And they said you could take a shower in it, just can't drink it. Okay. So I'm getting ready for work. Man, I went in there and turned on that shower and it got all warm and everything. And okay, now I'm in my bathroom. Okay. I'm in my bathroom. And Lord of the Skies, what's going on, Sky? And when you're in your bathroom, oh, it was so nice. It felt so good. I mean, really, so good. And I normally can't get my tone that high, but oh my goodness, it just it was so sweet that I literally, hey, Miss Jenny, good to see you. I just so loved it that I had to actually kneel down. And it was just the best feeling. It was the best feeling, and so it's amazing how we get used to things and we just take them for granted, and oh, it was so sweet. It really was. Miss Jenny, why don't you come up? You become a regular on G's. You got to come up because you need to be my guest tonight. You've never been up here before, and I'm waiting for newbies, people who haven't been on here before, to actually come up and hang. Hey, Hawks. What's going on, Hawk? Good to see you. But and so it really just been a realization of how good we really got it. Okay, really it's been real good. And then one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me. Work and play, yep. Coolest things ever. And I want y'all to hear this because we have a subscriber on this channel who took things. Oh, Sky, I got some stuff for you tonight. It's in your face, man. I've got it in your face. Okay, well, Miss Jenny, if you don't want to come, you can't come up, won't come up, that's fine. But I got some stuff. You need to hang around for this now. Because I can do, that, like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Well, I'm going to lead you to some water this evening. Okay. And then, hey, it's up to you after that. Okay. But I'm going to lead you to some water you ain't gonna wanna believe. Okay. But you're gonna. Hey, I was like, wow. Okay. You're kidding, right? How many times do you want to truly, you think, man, how come this don't happen? Or how come this doesn't happen? Or how comes, well, I've got the how comes tonight, okay? Literally. So yeah, Miss Jenny, if you can, please do, because you're really going to want to see this. Or if not, then come back later. As long as I don't get porn bombed, it'll be up. And and things will it'll make your jaw drop. Yes, it will. It will make your jaw drop. Okay. But we have a subscriber on this channel that went above and beyond the Call of Duty. Okay, above and beyond. And the subscriber is oh, no problem, Miss Jenny. You take care. But the subscriber is amazing. Hawks can join me as a special guest. He can come up. I haven't had him up here before. That would be wonderful. I could get his intake on it. See what he has to say when I show him this, you know. But called down here, actually wrote me on Twitter and said, "Hey, I'm really serious about doing something. I can't stand to see them kids out there on the streets, freezing, starving. What can I do?" And I said, "Well," I said, what you can do," I said, "is take care of somebody in your own community. You know, I mean, I don't know where you're at. You know, well, even if you're in Philadelphia, you know, we can't hate the city just because of the football team." I'm gonna hear about this one. But you know, do something for your own community. And they said no. They said no. I want to do something for your community. Controversial is my disease. You don't want to catch it. Well, you could get some controversy tonight. But I said, okay. So I thought about it for a little bit, and I thought, hey. So I said, okay, here you go. You want to do something for around here? I said, here you go. And I gave them the name, address of the Central Texas Food Bank. And so when I gave them the Central Texas Food Bank, I thought, okay, it's done. A couple of days went by, and this individual came back and said, "I did it." I said, "Okay, good, thank you." They said, "No, I really did it." I said, "Okay, thanks." And they said, "I just made," I get this now, and this was hard to believe, "I just made a $5,000 contribution to the Central Texas Food Bank in your name." I said, "Say what?" They repeated it. Let me tell you something. My jaw hit the floor. I could not believe it. Okay, who does this? You know, seriously, who does this? This is like wild. Okay. And so, you know, because all I've ever wanted to do is to make a difference. You know, I've done some bad, terrible things in my life. Okay. I will say this, I've never killed anyone. Okay. But I've done some bad things in my life. Or done anything with children. No, never done that. But I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make something good of the time I have here, you know? So I called up the Central Texas Food Bank. And yep, they said, "Yeah, we see it." I said, "Really?" And they said, "Yeah." They said, "It's $5,000 for in the name of somebody." They said, "Dak Landry." Oh, you're kidding. Dak Landry. What is this with this laundry crap? Okay. And I said, "That's Duke Landry. Now even I got stuff. Now even I stopped saying it, started saying it. Duke Landry. And they said, yeah, that's it." I hung up the phone and okay, all right. This happened. So again, my whole perspective on everything has changed because there have been so many people on YouTube here lately that's just been absolutely as mean as you could possibly be mean. Everything from exposing themselves, because that's happened, front, back, male, female, don't matter. They've done it. To nice sip of that warm coffee. They've done things like shown portions of sexual acts. They've doxed people, which means, okay, my name is Hubba Bubba on YouTube. They've gone around and literally gone and said, okay, this Hubba Bubba isn't his name. His real name is John Smith, and he lives at 123 Main Street. And he lives in 123 Main Street in Phoenix, Arkansas. And just literally put his home address and the city and state that he lives out in the middle of nowhere. Going, everybody wants it. Here you go. And so then people go and take that 123 Main Street in Phoenix, Arkansas, and go up and call the local authorities and say, hey, I need a wellness check in this address. Somebody said, I was talking to him on the phone and they didn't sound good at all. His name is John Smith. And then here come the cops. And that has happened to numerous people, numerous times, and it's getting old. Yeah, Hawk, I'm with you on that. I follow orders, but I can't say I agreed with them. That's true. I'm with you there, brother. I am with you there. They best not come around us backwood people. Oh, Cindy got it. Oh, Miss Cindy. Hey, I got a full swatting. It was horrible. Yeah, it is. It's horrible. So to have this person do this here, when they could have flashed the cash in their own community, but to have them feel so much like doing something nice for the people around here who are suffering. Let me tell you, Miss Cindy, it was the best feeling on the planet. I don't think my feet touched the ground that day, that entire day. You know, it's like you deal with like 7 days with no water and like 4 days without electricity, you know, and just as soon as you're over with this, I mean, you hit the bottom of the barrel. You couldn't take a shower, couldn't do nothing, okay, other than sleep. Gotta run off, get off to work. Well, Hawks, take care of yourself, man. Drive safe. Be careful. And then to that happen, I never felt so good. Kind of make me just let me know. Vanessa McCready. Who's buffering? Hey, super good vibes. Super good vibes. How you doing, Miss Vanessa? You know, and it just made everything. It made all that miserable suffering that we did in 2 degrees, literally 2 degrees. I mean, it showed it on our weather app on our phones. 2-degree weather with no heat. Man, you know, we got out those wool blankets that we never use because it's never cold enough to use. And we actually had the flashlights to find them. So we found them, pulled them out, and after that, bed was the place to be. Because if you're going to be somewhere, you need to be in a good place. And that place was covered by one of them wool blankets. Oh, Jesus. My goodness. It was so amazing. Whoo, man, it was amazing. Miss Vanessa, what you been up to? Because I got to tell you, I hope you're ready for a chilling, use that in a whole bunch of ways, chilling evening here because of what I got for you next on the paranormal side. Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty crazy. So, I think I'm just going to get right into it. Okay. We're just going to get right into it. So I'm going to come out. We're going to come out in the first round here, and we're just going to swing for the fences. All right. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to swing for the fences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears here, and we're going to go see a monster. Okay. Now it's a little grainy, but you will have no problems identifying what it is. Okay. And now, just to foreground it a little bit, this video was taken and Miss Vanessa, you're going to see what I believe in ghosts because I believe in them. All of them. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is an 8mm film taken by, which has been transferred digitally. So it's a little better quality. But it's not been edited, okay, by a Nazi soldier in 1949 in the Siberian forest, okay? So just to front it with that here. So now let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, make sure we share audio. Got to share audio. Okay, we found it. Here you go.
Uploaded to YouTube by the channel True Horror Stories of Texas, this footage was allegedly originally captured by a Nazi photographer in Siberia in 1948. As though that fact alone wouldn't make any footage captured unsettling enough, this video is particularly unusual. The mysterious footage appears to capture an animal that can only be classified as the long-extinct woolly mammoth. The size and shape of a large tusked elephant, the creature seems too obviously long-haired to be anything else. The timing is eerie, as at that point the animal had long been extinct, while technology had not yet evolved to the point of creating such an animal digitally. An extremely short clip, this footage is still unsettling nonetheless. Could this really be a woolly mammoth that has somehow managed to survive in the harsh wilderness of Siberia?
So what you think of that? A woolly mammoth in 1948, 49, whichever one it was. Really? A hairy elephant with tusks. Whoa. So you're telling me that they didn't just disappear? In the great extinction? They didn't die out? I was told in school that they were extinct. Maybe not. Sky, what do you think? Vanessa, what do you think? Miss Cindy, what do you think? Anybody else out there, what do you think about it? You just saw video footage of a woolly mammoth coming from 1949. That's just amazing. Literally amazing. Think about it. That means only 72 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, the Ice Age. Yeah. Yeah, Vanessa, that's it. From the Ice Age. We were told that in school. So why is there a Nazi photographer? I thought they said a soldier, but a Nazi photographer in 1949 in Siberia taking 8mm footage of a woolly mammoth. Again, one of those things that you just can't say, I don't believe. Yeah, Cindy. Yeah, that's just it. Amazement. What do you say to that? Oh my goodness. It's shocking. So you're going to tell me what? They have saber-toothed tigers too? Tigers too? I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about a cat that's bigger than a liger, which is a lion and tiger crossbreed that they have, but that's proportionally correct with 12-inch daggers sticking out of its mouth. I don't even want to think that that's possible. But if mammoths are possible in 1949, 72 years ago, man, what else is out there? Seriously, what else is out there? Do you really want to know? Because you've got these scientists and naturalists going in deep into the South American jungle, and they're showed pictures of extinct species to these tribes that have never seen white people before. Never. They're like touching them like, is this real? Is this real? Or we're as amazing to them because they've never seen white people. They've never seen people of color except their own, and to see people that have dark skin, to see people who have light skin, to them that they're amazed over that. All they want to do is touch you because they don't believe it's real. So to have them show pictures, hey, heaven sent. Oh my goodness, heaven said you are here. We have the light from an angel with us. Good to see you. Very nice to see you. And to show them pictures of extinct elephants for the third time, I'll say it, and to go through and then had them say, yeah, we saw yesterday, and it's like, what do you mean you saw yesterday? And they translate and they said, yeah, they saw this yesterday. And they're holding a picture of a brontosaurus. It's a dinosaur. And say, are you sure? And they start describing it. And they're like, oh, yeah, we saw it yesterday. And then to see video footage of a mammoth that's only 70 years old. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. So anyway, that was the monster thing. Other than, I do have a scary clip. It's really scary. Okay. It's really scary. Okay, and it's really and it's quick, but I don't even know if I can find it. I'm not quite sure I can actually. Give me just a second here to see if I can find this. Okay, I have it here. I have it here. Now, let me go ahead and foreground this and tell you this is the scream of something I cannot identify, not only for the vocal tone, the loudness, but the length of it. And I have not been able to determine what this is. So I'll just go ahead and we'll just share it and then you can listen to it. And please tell me what you think. This is pretty awesome. All right. Now, I think I did check. Yeah, I made sure that that we have audio. Here we go.
A user on Reddit going by the name ShoeMachine8492 shared a video to the popular horror subreddit Skinwalkers, which is a very good source for chilling videos related to potential sightings of the Navajo folklore witch-like creature. Snoo Machine says that he was out mushroom picking and heard something incredibly weird, which is when he decided to break out his camera and start filming it. So let's have a look and a listen.
Looks like it's holding some water. Oh. I think it's time to go.
If this is fake, and if that was a human screaming, then it is definitely a very convincing hoax. In folklore, skinwalkers are known to make loud and disturbing screaming noises, so this definitely fits the bill. It is a little bit weird how the man filming does not sound freaked out by the ordeal at all. But maybe he was just trying his best not to sound overly worried or fearful. He does say that he wants people to comment if they have any ideas on what this sound could have possibly come from. So what do you think? Is this footage of a skinwalker screaming? Is it the sound of a Sasquatch? Is this a human being in immense pain? Or is this just fake? I'll let you decide.
Looks like it's holding some water. Oh. I think.
So you tell me, what do you think? What could that possibly be? Because if I had a camera, you could see me going, throwing my hands up in the air. Woo! Here's Coach. I know. It was the Boyd wrestling champion throwing up his arms and yelling for when I beat him. What's going on, Coach? But I'm serious. What was that? Any idea? Because I have certainly no idea what the heck that could be. You know, it was for so long. You know, I mean, you'd have to be a major. You'd also have to be a concert opera singer to have that much wind in your lungs to yell like that. I mean, because it was. I mean, they had to be like within 10 feet of this of whatever it was, or that was some serious yelling. That was some serious yelling. Oh goodness. Wow. That was pretty incredible. Okay, so that's my beast. Now, would you like to go to ghost, UFO, or Bigfoot? Because I've got a little bit of each one that would definitely make you go, Let me tell you guys, it has been living in New Mexico. You're well aware of skinwalkers, really? Well, Miss Cindy, does that sound like a skinwalker screaming? Heaven sent a ghost. Okay, we can go that route. We'll go ghost. We'll save the super big stuff for last, because I know that we have definitely gone ghost a few times. And so ghosts are like, oh, okay. But I've got one here for you that seems to be a little crazy. Just a little bit, just a little tiny bit here. Now, Coach, take a look.
Sylvia C. of the United Kingdom probably did not expect to get a creepy visitor in her kitchen one day. But unfortunately for her, that's exactly what happened. Not only was this visitor unwelcome, but it seems as though this visitor may not be human. The video is filmed within Sylvia's kitchen, and it's apparent that she has her camera out because something weird has been going on, and she wants to document it on camera for the world to see. And gratefully for Sylvia, us viewers don't have to wait long at all to see exactly what weird things she has been experiencing lately. Let's take a look and see.
Somebody's moving. Oh my god, no. Spirit in the kitchen. Is there anything else you want to move tonight? Why are you... do you want my help? Please move something if you want my help. Moving the pots again.
Many people have pointed out in the comments that Sylvia sounds both fascinated and chilled to the bone at the same time. As she asks the potential spirit to make a sign that is there, she definitely sounds worried, but nevertheless, she wants the spirit to make its presence known, so she knows she isn't just imagining things. And as you can probably tell, it doesn't look like this is a figment of her imagination. What's even scarier, though, is when the paranormal entity seems to throw a knife, and Sylvia's lucky that she didn't get harmed by the whole incident. If the spirit aimed a little bit better, Sylvia could have been seriously hurt. Let's just hope this angry spirit never makes itself seen or heard from again in Sylvia's house.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Oh, 420, how you doing, man? How are you? Good to see you around, brother. So what do you think about that? It threw a knife, and it landed close enough for me to go, whoa, and going, later, I'm putting one of these on it and hit the door. Can you start throwing knives? Oh, no, we're not dealing with that. We are out of there. I ain't living here. I ain't doing this. I'm gone. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was insane. But I think you're going to like this one also. I really do. I think you're going to love this one.
For nearly a year, TikTok user Josiah Worley has been reporting paranormal activity in his apartment. He claims that some kind of presence is making itself known. Eerie sounds, moving objects, and strange shadows have been reported on the property. The landlord has even stated that previous tenants have left scared because of the inexplicable occurrences.
One question only. Am I safe?
Worley has taken to TikTok to document the alleged hauntings. There are dozens and dozens of clips demonstrating what appears to be supernatural activity.
You willing to talk to me or no?
In this clip, we can see some of the activity that has led Worley to believe his apartment is haunted. Take a look.
You still there?
Immediately, we hear Worley ask if the presence is still there. We then see a chair fall over, seemingly on its own. Worley continues to ask if there's anything there.
Still here? Are you still here? You still here?
In another clip, Worley is asking the presence to turn the light off when something chilling happens.
Now, this is what's freaky. This is what's freaky. Now, watch this. Did you see that? It landed right side up.
The candle on the coffee table slides right off. There doesn't appear to be anything causing the movement.
And
Worley
it lands
then comments on
right
the naysayers
side
in his
up.
audience.
So you think that this is fake?
He lifts the candle up, proving that there's no wires or strings attached. In yet another clip, Worley claims he was awoken by someone calling his name.
Literally hear a can getting knocked over? No? That's just me?
That's when more activity is caught on camera. Take a look.
Please knock over the cups. Oh,
As you can see, a bag falls off the table, seemingly on its own.
oh, you saw that. You saw that.
In this final video, you can tell Worley's wits are pushed to their limits. He seems on edge. He begins by explaining that a closet door is open for no reason.
This closet's open. Why? Why? I swear to God.
He then points out that a previously unknown crawl space has opened up on the other side of the room.
Also, I didn't know that was a thing.
Moments later, something eerie happens.
Okay.
If you take another look, you can hear the door slam behind him. He goes to investigate.
Okay. Okay. Try me, bro. What's good?
It's clear that there's no one in the small closet. So how did the door slam?
What's good? I'm in the closet. Hey, what's good? What's good, bro?
As we mentioned, on Worley's TikTok account, there is a huge collection of videos that all document alleged paranormal activity. There are far too many for us to feature in one episode, and they all show convincing evidence of a haunting. Of course, the account is not without its skeptics, with many claiming the entire thing is a hoax. Many people in the comments have called out the use of string in his earlier videos, but I'm yet to see specific examples that officially debunk the footage. It's a fascinating collection of videos that may indeed show proof of an otherworldly entity haunting this old apartment.
Hold on. Adam. Awesome, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. You met the woman of your dreams, and you're going to college for your bachelor's. Good deal, man. Good deal. Hopefully you'll come back and we can talk again, man. But yeah, man, go back to work. Keep pushing forward, brother. That's awesome. That's really good news, man. I'm very grateful that you came to tell us about it. Congratulations. Seriously. That's so awesome. I just love it. I just love to see people doing good, people doing well. I mean, I wish it could be that way for everyone tomorrow, but you have to go to San Angelo tomorrow? Oh, San Angelo, Texas. Oh, really? Hey, man, they've got a great Schlotsky's down there. If you go there, you got to get you a sandwich, man. Got to get you one from Schlotsky's. Amazing, amazing sandwich. Sometimes the bread's a little too hard, but other times, man, when they get it, oh, it's so good. Is that not good? Oh, scouting our next basketball opponent. 50 Shades, you're always okay in here. What are you talking about? You're a mod. You're always okay in here. Why wouldn't you be? It's a 6-hour drive. Oh, goodness. 6-hour drive. Oh, man. Yeah, that it's a ways. It's a ways, but you know, you do what you can for the team, man. If you got to go scout your next basketball opponent. Who's worried about the ghosts? Yeah, Miss 50, dangs are crazy around YouTube. 12 hours tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Right? There you go. Always okay in here. Always good in here. You're always welcome in here. Just about everybody's welcome in here. So you don't have to worry. You know, people may get crazy. Move over Rich Life, right? Drink lots of coffee like me right now. Well, I haven't seen, you know, just about, you know, there's a couple people in here I would prefer to not see. But most everybody that we see in G's or in WLMs, gosh, just everybody. Really. And see, that's the thing, just like Miss Cindy said, you know, you shouldn't be scared of ghosts. Because they're just people without bodies. That's all they are. That's all they are. They're the energy of that individual. They're just not there in physical form. Their physical form is their energy. That's the physical part of it. But that's just without a body. You know, and just like people, they're good people, they're good ghosts. There are cranky people, there are cranky ghosts, and there are bad people, and there are bad ghosts. You worry when you don't hear them. Really? Is that a sign? And by the way, I watched the movie Signs tonight on my new couch. Oh, so good. But the movie was so good. Have you ever seen the movie Signs with Mel Gibson? Oh my goodness. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. But 50, is that a sign when you don't hear them? Does something occur? Does something happen, or does something really good happen? It's like they go away for a while because, okay, she doesn't need us right now. Or does it mean when they're not there that something bad's about to happen? So they're like, man, I'm out of here. Oh, you saw that in an empty theater? Oh, coach, that's such a good movie. Oh, man. Gets a little scary there when those skinny green suckers are coming at people. But why isn't Voodoo talking to anybody? Heaven, why isn't Voodoo talking to anybody? Voodoo's cool. Other than he's just tired of all the BS, you know? Skies, I don't think evil ghosts and demons are allied. Just my own opinion. I mean, I don't know. But evil ghosts are just bad people. Demons are wholesome, something completely different, because demons are energies that have never been human. Ghosts are just people, dead people without bodies. Oh yeah, coach, the finger's under the door. He grabs that kitchen knife and whack, it cuts him off, and then that's the one that's attacking him in his own house. Oh yeah, that was such a good thing, because you never knew you were going to see that again. You know, and sure enough, they wrapped it up all in a nice little bow. But it was time I had to get the guts to tell my little mama it was okay to go. You believe ghosts weren't told it's okay to go? You know, Miss Cindy, that's very possible. Very possible. Completely possible. Who is Voodoo? Voodoo's on G-Stream. Really cool guy. Man, he makes some sound effects that are just awesome. Being on helicopters and calling it out. It's almost like that's what he did in the military. I mean, it's that good. I mean, it really sounds like it. Yeah. Ghosts are people, just dead people, people without bodies. And demons were never alive to begin with. Demons weren't ever human beings. You know. And demons are something that I tend to stay away from. You know, because in my relatively small ghost hunting days, one thing I knew is if you know about ghosts, that's one thing. But we really just don't know a whole lot about demons, other than they're not nice, other than they mean to do you harm. And it's just not good. Hey, Amber. Chrismot. Hey, how are you? My goodness, it's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Well, we have power and water, so that's not a bad thing. Still can't drink it, but still you can shower with it. So that's my thing. I can get bottles of water. That's no problem. It's the taking a hot shower. Loved it. So that's much better. Much, much better. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay, because I can go to, let's see here. Let's just watch this clip because I'm not quite sure what it is. Generally, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Generally, not all the time. Yeah, Grizzly, you see, you guys go through giant storms all the time, and that's nothing new for you. But this was a 1 in 100 year storm for us. We're used to things being hot. We're used to things being, the heat. We're used to running our air conditioners 24/7. That's what we're built for. But to have your heat go down, the temperature go down to 2 degrees, and to have 8 inches of snow on the ground, that's not Texas. That could be Philadelphia. That could be Washington. That could be Jersey. That could be New York. But that ain't Texas. No, completely unprepared. I mean, me and BG were prepared somewhat. We still have water. Even during the outage, we had bottled water. I made sure of that. We were prepared for that. We were prepared for a week's worth of no water. We were prepared for 3 weeks, with toilet paper. And we were prepared for a week with no food, but we had food. You don't get why people call your dead relatives demons when they're overprotective of the space they live in. They meaning to fight these demonic spirit beings. I think that's a reference of how much they dislike somebody, that their relatives, because ghosts aren't demons, flat out. Ghosts are not demons. There can be bad ghosts, because just like there can be bad people. Just because you don't have a body doesn't mean your attitude changes, unfortunately. You would think, oh, I passed on to the next. You drop all the BS. But some people who stay, I guess they stay because they didn't drop the BS, because they didn't drop the attitude. They didn't drop the feelings. They didn't drop because, that's something you can take with you. You can't take your car. You can't take your house, but you can take who you are with you. And I think that's something with a lot of beliefs and faith, or you could even go religion, but I wouldn't go too far into religion, because then that fires people up when you talk about religion, but you take that with you. You can't take your car, can't take your home. LaDonna. Oh my goodness, there's LaDonna. I didn't think I'd ever see you back. You just been ignoring old Duke. Yeah, you haven't said anything to me. All you want to do is block me. All alone in my room with 6 cats and 1 skunk. And you were freaking me out. I need an adult now. Oh heaven! Oh, sorry, I don't want to freak you out, but that's funny. To me, that's funny. Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Sky, I don't understand humans either. I have done my very best and block you anywhere you were a mod and I came into it. All you wanted to do is ask, should I block him? I'm just giving you smack, LaDonna. That's all. I'm just giving you smack. It's good to see you. It's very good to see you. How you guys doing? You got power and water? Are you able to drink your water yet? Or are you still having to boil it? But so what I'm going to do, we're going to change. Well, I don't know. Should I go ahead and show this one other creepy ghost thing? Yeah, I'm going to show this one other creepy ghost thing here. And then I'm going to go to the big guns. I raised 5 humans and I am not sure they're human at all. Well, if they're teenagers, no. 4 scores asked for a spanking in pirate. What? Humans are stupid. Yeah, they are. Individuals are smart. Groups of people, They're like herd. No, they're all grown up and on their own. Well, you did good then. You raised 5 humans. You created 5 human beings on this planet. And now they're grown up and on their own. I mean, hats off to you. Hats off to anybody who can create and raise a human being and they're grown up and they're on their own. You know, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool to everybody. And if you're in the process, well, good luck. Because that's all I can tell you. Can't offer you anything other than that. Good luck. Because they're all different. Now, 4 scores asking to be spanked in pirates. Oh, my goodness. I love him, but oh, goodness. He needs to talk to Clariful on that one and let Clariful whoop him. Definitely. Okay, let's go with this one here. I only had 2 birth children. We adopted the other 3. Well, that's cool. That's cool. You know, the thing with adoption is you take somebody who was taken or who was given up. And then when they find out that they were adopted, because we all do, some are sooner than later. But then the one thing you know was you were picked. You were chosen. Just like, you know, when they're picking people to play basketball on court. And go, I'll take him because he's tall. I'll take him because he can shoot outside. I'll take him because he can shoot inside. No, I don't want him. He's the water boy. But when you're adopted, you're picked merely because they saw you and fell in love with you. You know, and that's a good feeling. We only lost power for 2 hours one day. We had water, but our heater circulation fan was broken. We stayed warm with a gas log fireplace and space heaters. The heater kept the attic and areas of the house warm. Man, we went out power for 4 days. That was tough. It was rough. That was rough. Because, you know, now what we had was our stove, because it's gas, and that worked. That did work. But but that was it. And that was the kitchen. But once we got those wool blankets out, it was all good. Once we got them out, it was really good. They were special needs kids, but that is what I told them. They were special because we picked them. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it, Heaven. That's it. Special because we picked them. You weren't a mistake. You weren't, oh, we didn't read the calendar correctly. You were chosen. And that does make you special. Yeah. You know, even when you're created, that's one thing. But when you're picked, you are special. Because nobody can say you were a mistake. At least that's what I believe. So it don't matter what anybody else believes. That's what I believe, or that's what I tell myself. So yeah. Cool. It's a special sense of knowing. It felt blessed to be warm with 2 kids and dogs. You know, LaDonna, I will say this. On those 4 days we were without power, we had cell phones. We had the gas stove, but that was it. I got the best sleep I have had in a very, very long time. I mean, seriously, we were in that bed, me and BG and the puppy. Okay. And we got in the bed. We pulled those wool blankets on ourselves, got all nice and warm, and we're laying face to face so we could talk, you know. And we had that nice little, you know, man and wife little talk, you know, and we're doing a little bit of laughing and everything like this. And gazing off into each other's eyes. The puppy jumped on the bed and got in between us. Always, that's what she always does. But she laid there, and it was almost like the room illuminated. And we laid there for a couple hours just talking and laughing. And it was just the best time. Just the best time. Being adopted, I was told some babies grow in their mama's tummy. I grew in my parents' heart. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, Cindy, that's awesome. I really like that. Miss Cindy, she's not a Cowboy fan, so she wasn't allowed to be in Dallas. So they threw her out on the outskirts. I think she's in Wisconsin. Or probably should be. By the way, I'll go ahead and put this in here. In case Miss LaDonna does decide to honor me with her presence. But so I'm going to show you this here. Get your take on it.
I highly recommend you check out the channel for yourself. As always, there's links in the description box below.
Okay, so that wasn't it. All right. Okay, so you're not in Wisconsin. Quit doxing me. I am on Mars. Oh, okay. That's cool. In one of them tunnels. What? There's not. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, Sky, I didn't watch that. Oh, okay. No, we'll have none of that now. We will have none of that. Ain't no go pack go. Ain't no lemonade and sushi. Ain't no lemonade and sushi. No, No, look, yeah, y'all can go say that on other channels here. Oh, I don't care. The way that we played this past year, we sucked. That's all I can tell you. We sucked. So I'll give you that one. I'll give you this one. I don't know about any other, but I can give you this one. Let me look over here.
You can tell the amendment.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are you guys all with something that's a little kind of sort of just a little gross? Oh, really? Gave a Smallville vibe? Okay. I will. Then I will. Because I've been watching that show Clarice. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love that show. You know, if you guys get a chance, I think it's on CBS. It's called Clarice. Oh man, it's good. It's real good. It's very good. No, I'll try not to make it my fallback. My fallback line is it's a rebuilding year. No, for us, it's kind of that. It's a healing year. That's what that was. That wasn't rebuilding. That was healing. but fortunately, they're all healing really well. They've got until March the 9th to sign Dak Prescott to a deal. And I hear it's in the works. We just got to see if he actually signs it. So I don't know. It would be good if he did, so that way they could pay some and just give him like $100 million. And so they could take his cost down so they could sign some free agents because they need it. Because that defense sucked ass. That's all there is to it. It sucked ass. I mean, they couldn't stop a flea from flying on a dog. Sky, I think Madonna is a Martian because she doesn't like Dallas. Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you this now. I will go ahead and tell you that if you have a light stomach or you're eating, you may not want to see this, but this is a pretty important piece of information that you're going to want to see. I'm going to non-drama chats, except pirate. Boyd drama channels? Who's a Boyd drama channel anyway? Okay, what is a Boyd drama channel? I knew there was Boyd, the best of YouTube, because trust me, things have changed now. You know, they started out with this Boyd, this B-O-Y-T, okay, Boyd. And Boyd meant the bottom of YouTube. And for a while, they were pretty bad. Okay, they were pretty bad. I mean, even when it went to that guy, I can't remember, was such a nice guy, stole like $8 grand from somebody who said he was going to donate it somewhere. And I know we just recently had that with Diane and somebody else, Wendy and something like that. But they acted like the bottom of YouTube. But for a while there, I thought all we were getting, because there's so many good people, like all of you in chat, Miss Cindy and Heaven and Sky, and yeah, you too, LaDonna, that are good people. They've got good hearts. They truly try. You know, people are struggling, like all of us are, just to keep food in the house, just to keep the lights on, to keep that water running, you know, even if you can't drink it, it's still water. You know, you can still take a warm shower. You can still flush the toilet. That's a good one. But it's the best of YouTube. People who are all like everybody else, people who are just trying. What's up, Skywarp? Yeah, DC full round, Dallas Cowboys for life, baby. You got it. Skywarp, you're all right, Skywarp. 41. That was Waters, I think. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Too much real life invasion, so staying away from the drama shadows. Yeah, that drama place, man. Those dramas, the dramas. But that's the whole thing. They're the best of YouTube. I mean, all of you, the best of YouTube. People with good hearts. People who ain't out, even like myself, to make a buck. You know, show me some love. Show me some love. You know, you want to show me some love, do something for your own community. Yeah, you know, you want to show me something cool? Yeah, donate to your own food bank. To the Mars Food Bank, you know, to the Food Bank of Mars, to the Food Bank of Cleveland, you know, to the Food Bank of Washington, because Lord, they need it. They need goodbye. Monchi, what's up, Chi? Hey, oh, thank you, Skywarp. Thank you. That's super cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love it when people subscribe to the channel because it's just one more good person that's out there that now we get to talk to, we get to see. hopefully on a semi-regular basis. Even though, I got to admit last week I did not stream, but I didn't have any electricity, so it was kind of hard to stream. If I'd have had electricity, I'd have had internet, so I would have streamed. But no, Miss LaDonna, don't be throwing no eggplant. We can't be having no eggplant, okay? Eggplant is like food bombs. I mean, who even eats eggplant? Huh? Seriously. Okay, oh goodness. There's so many vegetables out there that just, I mean, it sounds like when you say the name, it sounds like you stepped on a bug and squashed it. Like squash. Who eats squash? No. Nobody eats squash. Nobody eats eggplant. It's just nasty stuff that somebody said, oh, let's try to make people eat this. Yeah, we'll laugh all the way to the bank. And that's what they did. It just, ugh. But anyway, if you're eating, please don't be eating. But this is a video. Ooh. No. Eggplant. Eggplant is nasty stuff. Well, now, Heaven, you can throw all the cheese you want my way. I loves me some cheese. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hang on, Skywarp. Okay, Miss Cindy, what you do is, okay, I'm expert at this one. What you do is get him in a dark room, have him lay down, and what you want to do is give him Tylenol, a caffeine tablet, crunch him up, have him put him under his tongue. It's going to taste horrible. Yes, it's going to taste horrible. And have him drink it once it's sit there underneath his tongue for about 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And put a cold cloth on his forehead. And that should help. That should help. Then he'll be all right. Then he should be okay. And then if he's not, after about 20 minutes, if he's not, then you're probably going to need to take him to the emergency room and have them give him some migraine medicine. Yeah, how old is he? LaDonna, you can't give him Dr. Pepper leaving a shot of tequila if he's under 18. Or some places 21 and some places 17. So 19 even. Okay. There you go.
What's up, Duke?
Skywarp, what's up? What's happening?
Not a whole lot, just chilling.
Yeah, good to see you.
Seeing you, it's my first time being on your channel. I've seen you on G's a lot.
Yeah.
When I see that Dallas Cowboys, I'm like, is he not a Dallas Cowboys fan? He's got to be a Dallas Cowboys fan.
You know it, man.
Dallas Cowboys for life, man.
Yeah, that's it. Dallas Cowboy for life. Yeah, in darkroom, cold compress on, taking his prescription med. He's 29. Oh, yeah, Miss Cindy. If it doesn't work, then yeah, you're gonna have to take him to an emergency room.
Yeah,
okay.
Lots of it. The Texas YouTubers
taking it. Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong about Texas YouTubers. I mean,
no, there ain't nothing wrong with Texas YouTubers.
even though when you're good friends with some cowboy fans, and I don't know, hey Duke, you should go on whenever you get on here, look up Cowboy Mosh.
Cowboy
He Mosh, and he is a Dallas Cowboys fan. Huge Dallas Cowboys fan. He's everything to Cowboys. All over his room is Cowboys. And oh man, he has so many jerseys, like some of the old jerseys, some of the
Really?
really, really cool jerseys.
Oh wow. Well, like I saw Skywarp 41, and first thing I thought when I saw 41 was Charlie Waters.
Yeah, good old Charlie Waters.
So what's wrong with Texas YouTubers, Monty? And cowgirls. What's up with this?
There's a lot of people don't like the Cowboys because of Dak Prescott right now. Because you know what, I get he Jerry Jones don't want to have another, and I don't know if you heard, Duke, they're gonna trade Russell Lewis for Dak.
Nah, Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that one.
Seattle Seahawks, they're gonna trade
I'd take him. But I'd take him. You got a quarterback that's already won the Super Bowl in there, man. I mean, you're talking, that's the experience level, the leadership. Oh, yeah, I'd take him. I would take him. I think Dak is going to be Dak's a great leader, and you got to have that to get to the Super Bowl. You got to have a quarterback who's a great leader, but I'd take Russell Wilson. I'd take him.
Yeah, or I would take, who a lot of people said they would take him, or what is his name? It's another he's the Houston Texans quarterback.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he's someone.
Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about. The name escapes me at the moment, but I know who you're talking about. He's actually a better physical quarterback than Dak. Yeah. He's got all of the skills. I think he's probably even a more accurate passer overall.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think he's quite the leader that Dak is.
True.
So, and I would prefer the leadership over it, but oh man, he's just got the skills that just amazing.
I get that a lot of people are putting a lot of, I know I'm taking your time by talking about not Ghost and Mars and all that, but when I saw your picture up there on there, it said Dallas Cowboys, I was like, oh, we got to talk about Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because, oh man, Cowboys is like, oh man, it's awesome. My mom, well, she's in heaven right now, but she's a huge Cowboys fan. And
she's still watching them. I've been to Texas Stadium, and I've been to the Palace in Dallas. I've been to both of them. And man, that place, the Palace, oh my gosh. You talk about a stadium.
I've been to a couple of games. I've been to an OU game, like an OU game, like University of Texas.
Yeah, Texas OU?
Yeah, I've been to one of those. I've been to one. My first game was the Dallas Cowboys versus the Raiders, and that was my favorite game.
I went to that one in LA.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I went to the Raiders Stadium out there, which was the old Olympic Stadium. I went out there, and half of the 100,000 people, half of them were Cowboy fans, and the other half were Raider fans in LA. Okay, it was amazing. In fact, even on the year-end show, you see the picture of them there, and they point the camera on Jerry Jones, and he said, "Look at all the Cowboy fans out there," and the camera pans across. So it was cool. It was really cool. But I got to get back to this here, because some people aren't football fans.
But I'd like talking about ghosts and paranormal.
Yeah. Well, here's what I got, and it's a little it's a little much, but at the same time, it's so important to see it because it shows something that people have often said. People have often stated, well, how come we don't ever see this? Okay. And I'm going to show you because
Okay.
this is it.
Oh, I've seen this.
And my father shot the Bigfoot in 1953. They had to cut it up to get it out of the swamp. I have all the body parts. When my father passed away, that was given to me. It's been very expensive for my father, my family, to keep the Bigfoot, frozen for that many years. It was always in a commercial freezer. It's always wrapped up, with several layers to keep it. It looks in pretty good shape considering that it's been frozen for 65 years. Now, let me take the camera in so that you guys can look closer at the Bigfoot.
That is the head of Bigfoot.
By the way, I've taken a lot of shit on my YouTube channel, people saying that I'm always making jokes. This is not real. This is real. Not everything in my life is a joke. This Bigfoot head, the Bigfoot, I've showed the Bigfoot's feet, its arms, its penis. I've shown a lot of the Bigfoot. That's real. Not everything's a joke. Yeah, I do joke around, but this is not a joke. This is real. Check it out. You can see it has a lot of ice on it. It has remained frozen. You can see its eyeball there. This is very heavy. It weighs about 120 pounds. So I can't move it by myself. I have to have somebody help me move it. There's a lot of debris still frozen in it. I have somebody here to help me move it so that we can see the other side. If you compare the Bigfoot's head to my head, you can see, one, it looks nothing like a human. And, well, it looks a little bit like a human, but the size difference, it's immense. It's absolutely immense. The Bigfoot head alone weighs 120 pounds, give or take. And you figure it's been frozen for many years.
Okay, that's a good question. That is a good question. Why hasn't a museum taken it and displayed it? That is a good question. But if you truly had a body of Bigfoot, head, torso, legs, feet, all that kind of thing, how much would you charge them? Seriously, think about this. How much would you charge them? Would you go, oh, this is worth lots of money? Because that's what I do. Oh, wow, this is worth a ton of money. How much would you charge a big museum to take it? Let's see. 10 million? 100 million? $1 billion? How much would you charge to have to let them have an actual Bigfoot head, an actual Bigfoot body, have them put it together, have them thaw it out like it is? You're talking about some serious cash. So if somebody said, hey, we want to display it, you go, okay, how much you give me? You're the only person in the free world on the planet that we know of that has a real Bigfoot body. Skywarp, how much would you charge?
A lot, like billions, maybe like a trillion, because this is evidence that we've been looking for like hundreds and hundreds of years. People have been wanting to know if Bigfoot was real.
There you go. Yes.
That is proof.
There you go, right there. Boom. How much more do you ask for? Now, like I said before, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. So I could show you, I could let you go there and let you actually touch it. And you'd still have someone who'd say, I don't believe it. Well, there you go.
I mean, even in my opinion, it does not look fake. It does not look like he's made it look like he froze it and all that. No, when I've seen the eyes, the teeth, the beheaded, I've seen the bone, I've seen everything in it. There you go.
Yeah, that's it right there. So if you're always asking, well, how come nobody has ever killed one and actually shown one? There you go. There it is. And I got a few more. But anyway, that's just what I had to show you guys. It's a little gross, I know, but at the same time, it's something people need to see. And yes, Machi, the government will disappear anything you come up with. Yeah, it looks like a giant tribble. It does look like a tribble. Yeah, it does. Here's my proof to play this. Oh, what you got? What you got here, LaDonna? Oh boy, here we go. LaDonna's gonna come up with something wild. Baby barefoot swings from tree limb. Oh my goodness. Well, Heaven, sometimes people think, it's a head. It's just a head, But
I'm surprised YouTube has not taken it down yet, because that tells you right there that the government wants you to keep it up.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Good to see you, Nicole. To the museum, they're a bit skeptical. Yes, they are. But if you let them go ahead and you told them, okay, 100 million, because that's a nice round figure. You can take a blood sample because it's frozen. You can take a blood sample from the neck. So you're right there. Okay. And when you can identify it, because it won't be anything else, and you can compare it to the other blood samples you have of the mysterious creature that nobody could identify, and it has the same DNA pattern, then you'll be able to go, okay, that's what they were looking at, or that's what they saw but couldn't get a real picture of or a real video of. But this was the evidence that we got from the hair samples. And you can go, yeah, that's probably it. Pay me my money.
Crazy.
Seriously, pay me my money. Yeah, pay lots of moolah. If you found out that a museum in your area within 100 miles had a real Bigfoot body and it was on display, would you go see it? I would. 30 miles from me? Oh, hell yeah. You almost have to. What about the skeletal remains from Lovelock Cave? I don't know anything about that. Chi, you're gonna have to write and tell me about it, or come up and tell me about it. Because that would be super cool.
In this particular video,
oh yeah, LaDonna, I saw this. I did see this. David's neurons see what he's meaning. Yes, good, Miss Cindy. Yeah, you're taking him to ER. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing.
Hey, Duke, I'm gonna get off here, dude. So hey, thank you for having me up, man.
Yeah, if his meds aren't helping, yeah, he needs to go there where they can stabilize him and get him out of that head pain, because that's some serious shit. I mean, it's serious. I mean, because when BG had a migraine, and was pounding her head in the wall to stop the pain, yeah, that's when it's time to get serious and take it to them and let them give her a shot of, they gave her this shot and it took the pain away. It was like, it lasted for like 10 hours. I mean, we're talking, it was some serious pain shit. I can't remember what the name of it, but it was some serious pain medication. It wasn't like Oxycontin or Valium or anything like that. No, it was the big stuff, the stuff that's all morphine based. And and that got her out of it. And that did get her out of it. About 45 minutes after they gave her the shot, it was gone. And she was back to herself. And she was just telling us how bad it was. I'm with you on that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Hey, Duke, I'm going to get off here, but thanks for having me, man.
Hey, man, no problem. You ought to come back. In fact,
oh, I will.
In fact, if you're leaving, and I understand, then please go back in the chat so I can make you a mod, man.
All right.
All right.
Definitely will.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Hey, later.
See, Miss LaDonna, I don't have teeth. I'm not going to bite you. Let me wait till it comes up in here on the, there we go. There you go. Now one more time so you can see it. And it's all good. But I'm hoping that you're staying, of course. I hope everybody stays because this is the big one. Now, you always ask, well, why can't they show a body? Well, there you go. Now, I've got another one for you, and this is concerning UFOs. Okay, this is concerning UFOs. Yeah, it probably is, man. Probably is. Lovelock Cave is where the redhead giants with double rows of teeth were killed by Paiutes. Really? Man. Well, at least you told me about it. Now I can go check it out, man. Because I've never heard of that. Miss Cindy, you be careful driving. Don't drive too fast. Don't ignore all the traffic signs, anything like that. You'll get him there in one piece, and they're going to take care of him. They're going to take care of your baby for you. You ain't going to have to worry. Trust me. The one thing I do know is generally most people don't pass from a migraine unless it develops into something else. It's the smaller part of a bigger portion. Meaning it's not this, it's really that. But we don't know that. So it's probably just a migraine, and they'll take care of him. Queen Elizabeth is a reptilian. Well, at least I would say anything is possible. Because for about the last 30 years, she hasn't changed at all in looks. She's always got that white, makeup white face with a slight blush red lips. Because I know that indicates health, prime health, which I seriously doubt. But you don't really see her. Oh, you're so upset. Oh, Miss Cindy, I'm so sorry. They won't let you go out at all. Now, Skywarp, you're a knife guy. Well, guess what? You hear that? Click. That's one of my 30 switchblades that I have in here. Listen to that. Oh yeah, it's a sweet one too. Nice 440 steel. It's real nice. Besides, Miss Cindy, you're. I don't know who's taking your son, but they only let one person in, so you'd probably be sitting in the lobby, and that's not safe, and that isn't safe. The little local museum had the skulls on display till all of a sudden they were gone, and they were denied ever having them. But someone had pictures in the museum pamphlet with pictures. Wow. Wow. Do you know who that was or where they're on the internet? Because I'd love to see it. I'd love to research it. Because that's the first time I've ever heard about it. Yo, you have 5 knives yourself? Yeah, I love them, man. I use them for everything, like BG hurt her hand and her wrist, but now when it's opening packages or stuff, she just goes flick and pushes the button, and then she's got a cutting instrument so she can open stuff. They're really helpful. It's on YouTube's? Really? Well, I've got it now. So we'll take a look. We will take a look. It's a North American archaeological site previously known as Sunset Guano Cave, Horseshoe Cave, and Loud Site 18. It's in Lovelock, Nevada. And it's got some pretty wild stuff. Cool. I will research this. Oh, you're a collector? Yeah. I've got quite a few. I don't know if I'm a collector. I just have a lot of them. Oh, the real Roswell? Well, now the real Roswell, which brings me to my next point. Okay. And is people always talk about UFOs. Are they real? Are they not? And the questions people ask is, number one, why isn't anybody high up on the food chain talking about it? Admitting it? Like if general of the army or one of the senators came out and said something. Now that would be something, but not somebody who says, "Oh yeah, I was a private in the military and we saw this," and somebody big, not the tourist stuff. Well, Cindy, send me a link so that way we can check it out. If you can get pictures, love to see it. Find out what you really have. I always want to go to New Mexico. Your uncle was born in Yellow Reservation. Really cool. That is cool. So what I'm going to show you is somebody high up on the food chain telling you what they know about UFOs. You always wonder why this person doesn't say anything. This important person doesn't come out and say anything. Well, here you go.
After 30 years at the helm of the Israeli space security program, and after receiving 3 Israeli security awards, retired Israeli general and respected professor Chaim Eshed is now unveiling that yes, there are aliens among us, yes, Israel has made contact with them, and no, humanity is not ready for them. Also, before you start doubting his words, the 87-year-old Eshed was clear in his recent interview with the Yediot Ahronot News that he's not talking about immigration, but rather about a galactic federation complete with an underground base on Mars, where there are American and alien representatives apparently present. He also explains that President Trump both knows about them and was on the verge of disclosing their existence, only to be persuaded not to by the Federation. in order to avoid mass hysteria and panic here on Earth. Apparently, humanity just still has a long way to grow before we can understand the gravity of their presence. The final question, however, is what do they want? But perhaps thankfully for us, Eshed says that it's essentially just to research and understand the fabric of the universe. Israeli-American Harvard professor Avi Loeb, now the latest to publicly jump on the aliens bandwagon, alleging that our solar system was visited in 2017 and will likely soon be visited again. But Loeb, who chairs Harvard's Department of Astronomy, explains that the signs won't come in the form of any sort of flying saucers, but rather as space trash discarded by an alien civilization. And in his upcoming book, Extraterrestrial, The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, Loeb lays out convincing evidence for his assertions, arguing that an interstellar object discovered in 2017 was really alien tech. The object, dubbed Oumuamua, or Hawaiian for Scout, was the first interstellar object ever detected inside of our solar system. And its trajectory, shape, and behavior all defied predictions for how a similarly shaped comet might appear.
So there you go. Now you've got an Israeli general telling you what we already knew. Most of us here already knew that, so everything that's been hidden all these years is starting to reveal itself. Everything that we thought that we were told doesn't exist, does. Everything we were told is unbelievable, is. You know, I mean, it's like I've always said, think about the Swiss. Think about all of the wars throughout the history of the fabric of industrialization. Okay? Last 221 years. All the wars. Vietnam, World War I, World War II, you know, everything, and all the wars out there. When you think about it, Switzerland has never been invaded and never been attacked. Think about that for a second. Switzerland is where Hitler went to hang out with his buddies and his girlfriend. Literally. I hate to minimalize it like that, but that's what he did. What's so great about Switzerland? What's so wonderful about the Swiss people? And the answer is already that that's where the aliens are. That's where they conglomerate. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It has all 4 seasons, and it seems to be where nobody attacks. When you get 18, you go in the military for 2 years. That's just the law. Everybody. Man, woman, doesn't matter. You don't attack your bankers, right? But Switzerland has never, ever been attacked, invaded, nothing. You know, they've got a whole country full of soldiers, and they've never had to fire a bullet. They've never had to do anything. You know, which is why, you know, why are all their people going to into the military for 2 years, but they never start war. They never join war. They've never been in war. You know, just, you know, but yeah, we've always known that they're here, that they are among us, you know, with all the different species of aliens. And I think we're up to like 53 different living entities. You know, it's just not all about the little green men with big heads and large eyes, and, you know, that are 3'2". Swiss cheese is full of holes. It's a good place to hide. You know, yeah, there are reptilians. Yes, there are. That some of them are vegetarians, and some of them like to eat meat. And from what I understand, human beings are in the food chain, of who they like to eat. Yeah, because they're going to go to the grocery store. That's why. They seriously want to go to the grocery store. So now, the next question that people have when you talk about aliens, well, how come we've never seen any on live TV or on the news? Well, my friends, I've got one of those to share with you also. And this is real, live, covered news that was broadcast live as it happened. Here we go.
Even N seems to show a news crew who were in the right place at the right time. Supposedly broadcast in Turkey, it appears that the crew was actually covering an unrelated story when they managed to capture this startling footage. As the camera person films the reporter set against the city behind them, several passers-by can be seen walking in the background. Most pass right by the news crew. However, one man in particular can be seen standing right next to the waterfront. It soon becomes clear what has captured his attention as 3 UFOs appear in the sky. Suddenly, a slew of people run over to see the impressive sight. The camera person seems to be the first of the news crew to spot the craft, as the reporter too soon rushes over to get a better view. Oddly, the video cuts out with the UFOs still visible, floating just above the buildings. Was this just a well-planned prank, or did this news crew really capture footage of several craft from another world? Unfortunately, without further information, the answer will have to remain a mystery, at least for the time being. Uploaded.
And there you go. Actual live footage. Duke Landry is the next blue lunch special at Cafe Swiss. I'm sure. You're going to be serving me a hot platter or cold? You're something else. But there you go. Live on a news broadcast, 3 ships appear out of nowhere while they're broadcasting, and it shows up. And for some reason, News Channel, Fox, NBC, CBS, none of them show anything like this. And I mean, you'd think people would want to know. People would have some idea of like, whoa, this is going on. Because if you looked at the ships, you can see the windows. And remember when I showed you of mine that I took with that one that I saw, and once magnified 200 times, you can see the windows in it. Same kind of ship. Gee, I wonder what that could be. Well, let me tell you what that could be. A UFO. Actually, it's not even a UFO. Excuse me. It's not an unidentified flying object. Oh, we know what it is. It's an IFO. It's an identified flying object, not of this planet. It is alien. That's what it is. I mean, like I've said before, if you want to know, if you want to see what the truth is, you can email me anytime, and I will send you the book. It's a 123-page digital book of Blue Planet. And in Blue Planet, it tells you the basic structure and outline at that time of the Majestic 12, The real people who control it, control everything, of the different types and species of alien, height, weight, everything, what they look like, all that with hand-drawn pictures, basic outline of what they look like, of the grays, everything. And don't forget, I told you even before it was announced by Trump, who was at the time the president of the United States, and he's not now the president, okay? He's not. Now he's just a big mouth idiot that made over $1 billion while he was president, okay? Oh, goodness, and that's another story. But it's all in there. It's all in the book. You can actually become aware. Just like I told you before he announced it about the Space Marines, that we have another military group out there. It's not just the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. It's now the Space Militia. And everybody asks, I've heard some people ask, well, what exactly do they do? Who are they? What's going on? And you never hear them answer it because they won't. And I'm telling you, I announced it before he announced it. I announced it last year before he announced it, that it was true. Let Greek yogurt stay in the ice cream gallery. But I told you about the Space Marines even before they did. Okay, so it tells you that something's going on, and that's in the Blue Planet book. That right now we currently have, let's see, what was it? 46 vehicles, kind of like little spaceships, with 5 to 6 motherships that hold these other little spaceships that are floating around right now outside of our solar system, not outside, outside of the planet, to protect the U.S. from alien invasion. And it does happen. They just don't say anything. They just don't tell anybody. It's there. It is there. Go look it out. Go look it up. The Space Militia. They talk about it now. Everything, like Sky said, everything is slowly becoming known. The things that they tell you about that doesn't exist. The things they tell you can't happen. They do happen. They are happening. And it is real. So I can put it on. I can show you. I can let you see. I can't say that it's going to convince some people. But if you want proof, there's your proof. Manchi, are you still here? Because I am going to look all this stuff up. I am going to actually look at it. And I'm going to take a look at, watch it. I'm going to research it. We're going to find out. He may have gone. Who knows? Maybe G's streaming now. I mean, I do have to end soon because of my condition. But the main thing I wanted to do one night is to stream. Is to let y'all know that I love you all very much. You mean so much to me. And I've had such a horrible week as well as such a good week. We did get our couch in today, and it is a sectional. It's a bronze sectional. And it's so comfortable. It's so nice. It really is nice. Oh my goodness. You have no idea. It's so nice. That's all I can say. I almost fell asleep on it many times already, watching movies tonight. Well, after we got it and it was put together, it's just been one hell of a week or 2 weeks. But we seem to be coming to an end of this experience, and I'm glad that we are coming to an end of this experience. And I hope, LaDonna, that you never have to go through what we did, because you did have power for the most part, and heat, and lights, and water. So that's and I'm glad that you did, because that's not something I want to redo. But fortunately, we were pretty much prepared, although I did tend to gather a few little extras. Yeah, I do see Marfugal. I am subscribed to his channel. And I do see it, and I do get it sometimes. And even he has said it's coming. It is coming. Take care, Sky. Thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate the fact that you show up every time I do stream. And I will be streaming more. I'm off next weekend, and I plan on streaming a lot more next weekend. 2, 3, 4 times. I don't know. But I am too. I'm going to try to stream a game next week. Something. I'm not sure what. Who knows? But I am going to try to stream games, another game again. Maybe one of my old games, just to get into the flow of things. Thanks, man. And LaDonna, thank you again. I really enjoy seeing you every time, no matter where it is, and you always threaten. We are in a solar minimum cycle. What exactly does that mean? A solar minimum cycle, which means that we're going to experience more winter, and that's possibly what caused the 1 in 100-year snowstorm that we had here. Because I mean, in Jersey, I mean, they're used to it. Here, not so much. Our roads suck. Okay, our water systems suck. Our electric system, ERCOT, is a joke. And you did hear that 5 or 6 of the board members of ERCOT resigned, which is a good thing, because they should be arrested for having these children get froze to death. You know. Now, I do have to admit, though, if you're gonna pass, just going to sleep and not waking up, it's a pretty painless way, really. Although it's probably not a nice experience to go through before you get to the point where you're not cold anymore. But still, did resign, and I'm sure that charges are coming. I can already tell you, I know of a couple of lawsuits that have already been filed on ERCOT. He says it's not our fault, and everybody else is saying, yeah, if you're the regulator, regardless of you telling them to do it and they don't, there's a lot of them out there that you didn't tell to do it. So we'll see how that goes. But there's a few 100 million lawsuits already out there, which I'm pretty sure they're going to settle with, probably for, I don't know, 40 million. You know, but what's the price of your child that died? I don't know if you can even put a price on that. For the experiences that you're going to lose, the joys, the great joys you have when you raise a kid, their first time riding a bike, you know, their first time driving a car, their first boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever friend, you know, their dances, their football games, their wins, their losses, you know, their first perfect report card, their first bad report card, you know, their first job, you know, growing up, growing into everything, the first time when boys and or girls become important, because after that, they're just pains in the asses, you know, and then you get to a point where you go, oh, what are those bumps? You know, for guys at least. Who can put a price on that? I don't know if you can, really. In fact, I know you can't. Can't put a price on that. That's something you remember forever. Something I remember forever. First time when I had my son out there and was teaching him how to swim, and he took the little arm floaties off. Man. And the first look in his eyes when he swam across the pool, width-wise, of course, but he swam across the pool and he looked at me and said, "Daddy, I did it." And seeing that confidence build, man, you can't change that. You cannot change that. Sun going through a period of no sunspots, which creates the solar flares that ignite our atmosphere. Wow. I will check that out. I'll check all this out. The Lovelock Cave, the solar minimum, the baby Bigfoot swinging from the trees. I'm gonna go. Trust me, I don't just say I'm gonna look at it and then not, because I do look at it. I do check it out. I do research it to find out what's up. But anyway, thank you all for being here, for coming on, for hanging with me, for checking all this crazy stuff out. Please leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for being one of the subscribers of this channel. Yeah, I do it for myself, and I also do it for you, because I really, really enjoy talking with you guys. But y'all take care. God bless y'all. Good night.